were comfortable in their picks. Today, to us, it seemed like it were picks that weren't necessarily as comfortable. It was a well-crafted game plan. Let's take a closer look at it, because pick composition, Zilean in the mid lane that we didn't expect, and though you said in the beginning, hey, I like OG's draft here, but in the end, what Vitality did with their comp was the true magic.
Yeah, I mean, it was just brilliantly played by Vitality. Like, they picked this really good early game comp, and they played everything flawlessly. Like, they won the lane swap, and then Shook just pressuring bot lane really hard. And it was like almost if like they wanted to bait out the Malphite TP, which they did. And after that, it was like game over for Origin, because they didn't have the TP for the bot dive, and they just went all for the bot dive, because like probably 30 seconds after the Malphite TP, and because they knew they would win it. And
GG from there.
Yeah. GG from there, man. I've got a smile on my face after that draft. Well, not after the draft, after the game, because I never knew how much I wanted to see Zilean and Bard together. How effective it can be. Like, the Bard with Frost Queens gets the slow, Tempered Fate into the stun. That right there is the kind of strategy that I'm looking at, and I'm like, wow, that's really, really cool to see happen. And I'm glad to see Vitality actually having more in their playbook than just being like, hey, look, we're a good solo team. We know Cabo can carry, let's put it all on him, because there were a lot of different unique dynamics about this draft and this gameplay from Vitality that we haven't seen from them before this week.
True, and they used the components and did it well. Let's take a look at the moment you were talking about early, because obviously a triple kill came out for the Graves, which is not something you want, but it was all the setup by Vitality.
yeah, it was like the Malphite TP is baited at this point, and they know that they will win the bot dive. They're just like Shook pressuring all the time on Amazing, and Amazing had the base here. The TP coming in from Cabochard, of course, and PowerEofEvil's TP is a bit late here, but it just like clean wipe from here, and just really, really excellently played by Vitality.
Before that, were you wondering that Shook was wasting too much time, or did you see this happening?
No, I think what he did was really good, because he knows that Nidalee beats Rek'Sai early game, and Rek'Sai can't really do anything one-on-one, and since his lanes were pushed in, like Braum and Lucian can't really help, so pretty much Shook knew he can do anything, and he did everything he wanted, and it just resulted in a win.
What you can see, though, from watching Vitality play is they're one of the more comfortable teams that is still running teleport mid lane. A lot of people have moved away from that, now having the freedom to run Ignite or Cleanse. Vitality kind of almost forced Origin to take the teleport on an Ahri that normally is very good at roaming, normally needs the kill pressure from Ignite. Against a Zilean, they're never going to kill him because he's got his level 6. But it just, as you were highlighting, PowerEofEvil was a little bit slower on those teleports. Vitality just always faster on the play. And if the numbers are there, they're going to be able to keep people alive with that Zilean as well.
Yeah, but I think even if Power's TP was earlier, like if it's too early, then they're just going to back out again, and then they're not going to have any TPs, and their bot lane is not going to farm anymore, and now that it was too late, and even if it was perfectly timed, still Vitality would win that. So it was just, I really don't know what Origin could have done.
I don't think they could have done anything, honestly, and I think we need to...
TP,
yeah. What we need to take from this is that Vitality absolutely crushing this week. 2-0, different comps, very clear game plans on the other side. OG setting apart Splice, but then not being able to bring anything in versus the top teams. But I think that in a different scenario, they hopefully won't get caught out and get 4 kills against them in the first 10 minutes or in that one fight. But do you think that with a little bit of change, they will be able to take on the top teams, or is this a worrying sign?
For Origin, I mean, honestly, just look at this game and look what they did, and try to like learn from it as well, and then like just copy in a way. Like if someone does something better than you, you copy it, and then eventually you will become better at it, or at least learn how to play against it.
I think to see Origin now go against the top teams, the change they have to make is they have to make sure that they have somebody that's reliable outside of Zven. Soaz will have a game where he's, you know, performing. PowerEofEvil will have a game where he's performing, but it's not every single game. It's not even in like 3/4 of their games right now. That they need to shore up, and then maybe we can see Origin compete. But against the likes of Vitality, we just saw quite a big disparity.
That Vitality, yeah, definitely.
That Vitality.
Yeah, clear game plan. Fantastic win here from Vitality. We're 1 game in and just getting started here in Berlin. Up next, it is the Unicorns of Love versus Fnatic, so stay right there.